2026, hosted by the Data Analytic Group. It's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Dr. S. Gomathi, an AI technical trainer and Microsoft MVP with extensive expertise in Microsoft technologies, AI, and Power BI. In today's session, PL300 and Power BI overview. She will share insights into the PL300 certification, Power BI fundamentals, exam preparation, and career opportunities in data analytics. Please keep your questions ready for the Q&A session at the end. Without further delay, let's warmly welcome Dr. S. Gomathi. Ma'am, the stage is yours.
Hi, Sish. Thank you so much for giving me a short introduction. Hi, everyone. Good morning and happy to meet you all here. I'm Dr. Gomathi. I'm a Microsoft community, I'm a Microsoft MVP, Microsoft MCT, like I'm Microsoft Certified Trainer and Microsoft Certified Trainer Community Lead. So today we are going to talk about MPL 300 and the overview of Power BI. So before going forward, it's just a small introduction about myself. So I hold these certifications in Microsoft Stack, and because since AI is booming, so we are also doing on the AI part, AI certification as well. And these are the books which I have authored recently, like Microsoft Dynamics 365, and the GitHub Copilot is what the one which published in this year. So this GitHub Copilot as well as the Getting Started with Microsoft Power Pages. So what we will cover today, we'll be understanding the Power BI essentials, like what is the purpose of this particular certification, PL300 certification, and what are the key topics you should, master before you get into the exam, and the preparation roadmap, where you have to start and where you have to, how you have to be prepared for that. And I'll be sharing the resources, Q&A sessions. There will be a Q&A session last 10 to 15 minutes. You can ask your questions. You can post your questions in the chat as well. So the first thing is Power BI Data Analyst. Power BI is basically a data visualization tool. It's a business intelligence tool as well to show the insights of what is happening in the business, how we can make it better, or what happened, what is happening, and how we can make it forecasting the business and all these things. Okay. And this Power BI Data Analyst, so when you are learning this, for example, I can show you, this is the link for Power BI Data Analyst Associate. You can just go ahead and visit, not now, I'm just sharing it in the chat. Um, Shashi, I couldn't see the chat. Okay, so if you can post it, so this you can just go and check for PL300. You can find the chat here, like Shashi or Rajendra will post the
Yeah.
link here for you. I am unable to see the chat. Okay. So you can find it. This is Power BI Data Analyst Associate. So first thing, who should write this exam? So if you are really willing to, like really interested to do something with data, you should have that curiosity to deal with the data. That is very, very important. Why? Because only if you understand data and only if you are very much good in visualizing it, not only good in visualizing, just you should have that curiosity to find the insights from the data. Okay. So if you can access your chat, can you just tell me, like, how many of you are currently working in data? I hope you all can access the chat, right? You can just tell me how many of you are working in data. Or else, if you are unable to access the chat, just you can, if you want, you can unmute and talk to me.
Yeah, maybe they can raise their hands. Yeah, they don't have
Yes.
access to, yeah, they can raise, you can raise your hands.
Yes, Suchit. Okay, perfect. Anybody else who is already working with data? Suchit, do you want to, if you want to talk, you can unmute and talk to me if you want.
Suchit, you have an access. Maybe if you want to share something, you can share it with Gomathi. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so what we can do, we can make it in a better way. So the first one, I will be providing PL300 coupon, that is 50% coupon for your exam for those 5 people who are active in the chat or active throughout the session. Again, I'm repeating. So if you are planning to write this exam, PL300 exam, you should be active in the session. So for 5 participants, active 5 participants, I'll be giving 50% coupon for writing the exam. That is the PL300 exam. Okay. Thank you, Suchit, for letting me know. And I'm just proceeding further. Yes, so this is the intermediate level exam. Here you will be like, once if you clear the exam, you will have this certified, you will become a Power BI Data Analyst certified associate. Okay. So the renewal frequency is 12 months. So what does it mean? So first time today, for example, today you are writing the exam and you cleared the exam. So you have the validity for 1 year. Okay. First time when you are writing the exam, you have to pay for the exam and write it. But for renewal, you don't need to pay. Microsoft will be reminding you before 6 months. Okay. Before 6 months, you will be getting the reminder. If you clear the exam, you have unlimited attempt to try writing the exam. So you can try to renew it. But if you, unfortunately, if you missed it or if you couldn't complete the exam within that period, that is within 1 year, then you have to rewrite it. You have to pay again and rewrite the exam. It's completely a proctored exam. So you can do it online or offline. Like you can go to one particular, like center and you can write it. I hope I'm clear. So this is about the Power BI basics. This exam's basic instruction. So it's an intermediate level. Power BI is what you'll be discussing about data analytics, data, 12 months of renewal frequency. So if you scroll down, you can find there are 5 modules here. Okay, they have covered get started with Microsoft Data Analytics, prepare data, model the data, design effective reports, and manage and secure the data. So here they will be discussing about all these things. Okay, it's an intermediate. So it's a 700. So you have to write the exam for 1,000 marks. So the exam is for 1,000. For that, you have to get 700 marks to pass the exam. Only if you get the 700 marks, you will be like clearing it. Okay, so these are the skill measured. So here you can see getting started. This is not calculated for the exam. Okay, this is for you to understand what is Power BI and how you should be ready with that. So these 4 things are actually evaluated for your exam. During the exam, you will be getting the questions from this. Okay. So for preparing the data, you can see you have 25 to 30% of questions. You can expect 25 to 30% of question. So the total exam, the total number of questions you will be getting depends. Okay. You may get 42 question. You may get 55 question. Somebody may get 60 question. It depends on what you are trying, like depends on your experience on that time, how you are getting the questions. So it has a combination of multiple choice, single choice, drag and drop down select, everything. In that you will be getting 25 to 30% of preparing the data. Okay, so here you will be understanding how you will be preparing the data. Fine. And the next one is modeling the data. Here you will relate the tables, multiple tables, that comes around 25 to 30%. Visualizing and analyzing the data, which they will be covering 25 to 30%. And finally, manage and secure Power BI, which is around 15 to 20%. Okay. And it's not like our college semester. You cannot skip any of these modules. You have to go through all the modules. Okay. So be ready with preparing these things. So the first one, prepare the data. You should know how to import the data, how to use the Power Query editor. You will be having a Power Query editor. You should know how to use that. Direct query and direct link, all these things. So these are the overview. So if you click here, this is preparing the data. Okay. So if you click on prepare the data, you can see the modules involved in it. Okay. So here you have nearly 3 modules, which is a 4 hour and 33 minutes. Okay. So if you are preparing by yourself on seeing these material, these Microsoft learning materials, so you should be able to complete this particular learning path in 4 hours, 33 minutes. Okay. So this is an approximate hour. You should not keep exactly like only 4 hours. You can, based on your timing, based on your understanding level, you can either increase the time, that may take up to 6 hours, or you can decrease the time. If it is you have a high internet capacity and all these things, you can decrease the hour. So you can see this is the first module, get data in Power BI. And here you can see that will be exercise. Okay, you don't need to install anything in your laptop. There are exercises available in Microsoft Learn itself. So if you just open this exercise, you can see other things here, like getting started with Power BI. You can sign in to launch the lab. There will be a virtual mission. VM labs will be provided by Microsoft. You can access those labs from Microsoft Learn itself. Okay. So here you can see that these are the labs accessing your environment, or as if you wanted to try it by yourself. Okay, there are instructions. You can see there will be an instructions which are available. You can open that in the separate window and you can download the data from here and try to access those things. Okay, these two are possible too. So you have to decide that how you are going to use it. Okay, have anyone started preparing for the exam? Can you just tell me in the chat? Again, those who are active throughout the session, the 5 people will be getting 50% coupon here. So just let me know, have you started learning for the exam? Are you preparing for the exam, or are you, planning to write, but not immediately? So how many of you are preparing for the exam? Scheduled and preparing. Very good, Sachin. So I think you are, how you can just tell me after, like during the query session, you can let me know. Okay, so if anyone wants to unmute yourself, you can just tell me, we can unmute you, or else you can write it in the chat. Okay. Okay, I'm preparing. Very good read. So you are preparing. Perfect. Will be preparing. Okay. Okay, Abdul. So I hope you all are somehow like preparing for the Power BI exam. Okay. So if you are typing, okay, good. Preparing. Me too preparing. Very good.
Yes.
Perfect. So good to see many are preparing. If you are not at schedule the exam, I can provide coupons for that. Okay, by the end, or you can connect me through LinkedIn or something. I'll just provide you. Okay, then let's just proceed with the next one. This is for choosing the second one. This is for the prepare data for analysis in Power BI. So there you have to know how to profile and clean the data. Okay, how to fix the quality issues, resolve the import errors, how to transform and load the Power Query data, reshaping the data, star schema, all these things, which comes for this particular part. Okay, prepare data for analysis with Power BI. Next comes your model the data. So this also covers nearly 25 to 30%. But as the data analyst, I recommend you to strongly prepare this particular path. So modeling the data is most important one. You can expect that if you are approaching your interview, or if you are planning for, like any interviews, it may be a first interview for you. It may be a promotion interview for you, anything. You may expect the question about modeling the data, because this is very important. Fine. So here you can see you have a fact sales, like you have what kind of schema does this particular Power BI we usually follow. We will be following the star schema. few things we should know, and how the relationship, all these things are working around, and what is the role playing dimensions, what is a common date table, and how this bridge table are working here. What is this fact table? What is this dimension table? All these things we should know in modeling the data. And I'll also tell you like where you can find it towards the end of the term. So the resources where you can understand, where you can learn this Power BI and everything here. Okay, you should know DAX. DAX is another important thing. It's data analysis expression where you should know how to calculate your measures. Okay, how to use the filter, how to the commonly used things are time intelligence and aggregation, calculate DAX function, filters, all these things. So we will be learning. You have to learn about it, and you should know how to optimize your performance. So your power, you are building your power, data. You are building some visualizations. You are doing all this modeling, but exactly when you are planning to create a DAX analysis, when you are planning to create a DAX, is that really required or not? All these things comes under performance. So performance plays an important role in modeling. Okay, these things you will be learning here. For modeling the data, it will take 6 hours 59 minutes, which is 7 hours. But again, it completely depends on your time, your availability. If you're already working, how you're going to plan your learning and everything. Okay, so all these things you have to go ahead with this. So here you can see in modeling the data, you can find you have exercises. Okay, these exercises takes 45 minutes for you to read to complete. These are BM based exercises you have, and all the modules don't have exercises. Few models have exercises and few models don't have exercises. Okay, you can enlarge this. You can click this, it will load your VM mission. So you can click the sign in to launch the lab. You can click that and sign in. So here you will be learning how to create a calculated tables, calculated columns, and create a measure. Okay, so this to load itself, it will take 5 minutes. Okay, because it has to find the virtual machine, locate your thing, and you should have a proper internet, all these things. To open this itself, it will take 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. And then this complete lab itself will take 45 minutes for you to complete. Okay, so you have to plan it accordingly. So this particular exercise, this particular learning path takes 7 hours. Fine. Next to talk about is the third important module, which is visualize and analyze. So we all know we have the visualization like bar graph, pie chart, all these things. But when to use what, which visual to use, how, and when it has to be used, what kind of data you should use it for, what kind of visual, all these things you should know, and how to create a perfect visual, your theming, how you can theme your reports, dashboards, and everything. Okay, and how to enhance your reports using bookmarks, interactions, drill through, navigation, all these things. Okay, these are important when you are building a reports and visuals. And then trends and patterns. You have AI visuals. You have AI visuals in Power BI desktop. How we are going to use it? Okay, forecasting, reference, and everything. So these are the topics which you will be learning in visual, okay, visualization, so that you can find design effective reports visual. So if you click this design effective report visual, you can find there is an intermediate level. It's also, you should know, it's a scope of report design requirements. So for which audience you are designing a report, whether the report is for a VP or for your colleague or for your manager. Okay, you have to decide which report to whom you are going to create it, what kind of reports are there, what is the user interface requirement, and all these things. And then you will be learning design Power BI reports, how you have to design the reports, visually appealing reports. It should not have we should not use multiple colors in it. More than 3 colors will affect the visual. We should not use, like red, blue, green, yellow, white, everything in a single visual. So you should have a proper theme for that, how to align it, which visual to come on the top left, which to come on top bottom right, all these things we have to think. And moving forward, you can see there is an enhancing the Power BI report design, how you can enhance it with the help of, like bookmarks, highlighting it, all these things. You will be learning all these things. And finally, perform analytics. So you will be learning about how to use the clusters, time series analysis, binning the data, outliers, how to find the outliers and all these things. You have exercises for this. So this is another module. That is, this is the third module. You have to learn it, third learning path. And finally, you have manage and secure. I designed the Power BI report. Okay. Everything is fine. But how I'm going to manage it? How your data will often be refreshed. Okay, how your data should be visible to everyone. Who is going to see the data? Who is going to see the report? Whether the one who is going to see the report can change the data, whether he can touch the data. All these things you will be learning in the manage and secure. So you have to give it properly. Workspace and apps, dashboards and alerts. You have to know what is endorsement, gateways and refreshing, how often it should be refreshed. Okay, all these things you will be discussing, we will be discussing here. So this is manage and secure Power BI, where you will be understanding about the workspace, understand Power BI services and all these things. You will manage the semantic model in Power BI, how to manage this. This completely talks about Power BI services. Okay, so out of these everything you will be knowing about, like you will be dealing with two different kinds of Power BI reports. Okay, so will be your one will be your Power BI desktop. Okay, and second will be your Power BI services. Online whiteboard. One just minute. I'll tell you like how you will be visualizing all these things. Okay, so the first thing you will be seeing desktop, you will be learning these things in desktop. So the prepare data for analysis, model data with Power BI, and design effective report. These three part you will be learning in Power BI desktop. Whereas the last module you will be learning in Power BI services. Okay. So there will be a shift. So if you wanted to use Power BI service, you should have your organization email ID. That is, you cannot use Power BI services with your personal email ID. So @gmail.com, like outlook.com, these things will not be allowed. You have to use your organization email ID. So though you don't have license for that, you can try it for free. Okay. So you can just think about using the organization email ID with the free account. Okay. With the free trial, you can try it. Fine. So these are the four important modules which you should be using it. Okay. So you have a specific learning path for everything. So you can see you have a learning path, prepare data for analysis. It is a learning path. Here it is actually designed in such a way that you will find a learning path first time. Here you will be having a learning path. Okay. Let me try to scribble here because it's not working. Okay. So every modules, everything will comes with a learning path. Okay, I'm just writing it as a learning path. You have 4 learning path to complete. Under 4 learning path you will be having multiple modules. Okay, learning path will be 1 2 3 4, and in each learning path you will have multiple modules, and each modules has multiple exercises. So ensure that you are covering all these exercises. These are important. Okay. So once you complete this, okay, this is your this is your roadmap. You can start with Learn. This is Microsoft Learn. I strongly recommend starting with the Microsoft Learn. Understanding, like how what is data analytics. Start with what is data analytics because this is a very basic thing, and then proceed with preparing the data, model data. Go with this order. This is the perfect order. Fine. And you have to allocate yourself, like what time you're planning. If you're working professional, then you should decide what time you are going to do it. Okay, either in the morning, early morning, or in the evening. So how you're going to allocate it? So spend at least 1 to 2 hours if you are preparing for the exam, because the exam will not be easy. Okay, and I'm not telling it will be tough. It's in the middle. Okay, so you can expect the questions. The all the questions you will have some scenario. Like it's not a direct question. You will have a scenario, and then you will have the options for that. Definitely you will be getting a case study question. Okay, case study questions will be there, where there will be a case. They'll be giving you the requirements, what is the existing technical issues they are facing, and what is the enhancement they're expecting to do that. And for that particular enhancement, what kind of solution you will be giving. Okay, there will be definitely at least 5 case study questions will be there. At least 5. It may be extended to 7, it may be 10 questions, but you should be ready for that. Okay, so you will definitely have a question. So once you complete this learn, while you are doing the learn, I recommend you to strongly go ahead with the study guide. Okay, you will have a study guide. I think the links are already shared in the chat. In the study guide, you can see what is the percentage. Okay, what is the skill percentage for each module, and what are the topics covered. This is very important, because when they are asking you to prepare when they are asking you to write the exam, when they are preparing the question, they will be preparing based on these things. Okay, these topics. So you should be very careful. You have to check. Keep this as a checklist. Okay, these are the things which you know. Configure bookmark, create a custom tooltip, whether you know this or not. So this one study guide, and here, if you scroll down towards the end, you can find what is the change log. Okay, this is how often they will change the exam content, whether it is a big change, no change, minor change, major change, they will be writing it here. So you should be aware of what is happening in the exam patterns, what is changed, and what has a minor change, what does not have any changes. You should go through this. Okay, so these things which you should go ahead before you are, like at least 3 to 4 days before you write the exam. And here you can see study and resources. You can get started with this, get trained. Self-paced learning parts are there. Power BI documentations and all these things. You have the, like Q&A, Power Platform Q&A, where you can just post the queries over there. And all these things which are already available for you. Okay, you can just go ahead and learn that. And when you are ready for the exam, you can just come down here. You can see, you can schedule the exam here. Okay, this is the same link. Ensure that you have access to Microsoft Learn. Okay, you should have access to the Microsoft Learn. And once you have that, just click here and select your residence, where you are, from which country you are planning to write the exam. Select that and click on schedule exam. Okay, once you click on the schedule exam, it will take you, it will get all your details, everything. And finally, you can schedule your exam. So there are two kinds of options. One is online. So proctored. Online, you can just simply start writing the exam from home. Okay, so the exams may be online exam, and which is completely proctored. There will be exam, there will be a person who will be seeing you through the camera. Okay, so your camera should be on, and your mic should be on. You should not speak to somebody else during the exam. The exam timing will be 1.5 hours. Okay, so here you can see the timing of the exam. 1 hour 20 minutes, I guess. Oh yeah, 100 minutes, 1.5 hours. Okay, so you have 1.5 hours for the exam. And 1.5 hour, I think, yes, 1.5 hours, right? 1 hour 90. Okay, 1 hour 40 minutes you have. Okay, 1 hour 40 minutes. In that, you have to be very careful with the case study questions. Okay, I'll come to the case study questions 1 minute. So you have two kinds of exams. So one is online, which will be proctored, and camera and mic should be on. You should, there should not be anyone in your anyone in your room from where you're writing the exam. Okay, you should have your valid ID card and correct name. For example, my name is Gomathi S. Like this is how we'll be using. But in the passport, if I'm providing the passport, it will be Gomathi Srinivas. So which ID card you are planning to show it during the exam, the same name should be there in your profile as well. With the same name, you should have registered. Okay. A valid ID card should be there. ID card and check your exam space. Once you schedule your exam, you will be receiving an email. When you receive an email, you should check your exam, check your system. Go and check your system and ensure that your system is satisfying all the requirements. Okay, this is for online proctored exam. So if you are choosing online proctored exam, you should be very careful about all these things. Now, another option is what you can check for nearest Pearson View Center. Okay, exam center. You can also opt for exam center. So look for the nearest center where they will take care of everything. You don't need to worry about your internet. So if you are online, if you are selecting this, you should be worried about your internet connection. And if you have kids around, because I used to write my exam in the early morning, by 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock or in the late night to avoid the voices of kids. Okay. So you can plan your exam either accordingly, like according to your situation in home, you can plan it. So internet facility and who is around you, you should be very careful about this. If you're doing it in the exam center, you can find where is the exam center. There will be a link where you can find the nearest exam center, where they will take care of internet and everything. You have to book the slot and go there and give the exam. That's it. So while scheduling it, ensure that you are exactly selecting the proper date and proper time. This too should is very important, because date and time, which date you are giving, which time you are giving. And if you are selecting 7 o'clock, you can start your exam by 6:30. You have to start like early, at least a half an hour early. So once you log in, you have to give all your, like ID proof. You have to do the system check, everything, and then it will take another 20 minutes for you to start the exam. So please be available at least 30 minutes before the exam exact timing. I recommend you to strongly be there at least 30 minutes before the exam. Okay, and this is about the exam timing, 100 minutes. And what are the questions you will be getting? You can expect the question. The questions, maybe 1 minute. The questions may be between 40 to 60 questions. Or 40 to 62 questions, I guess. Okay. You will not get more than that. You will not get more than 65 or something. It may vary up to 40 to 65 questions according to when you are opting the exam, that time how it is allocated to you. Okay. And out of the 60 to 65 questions, you will definitely get multiple choice question, single choice question. Okay, single choice, multiple choice in the sense, for one question you have to select at least 2 to 3 options, correct options. Okay, single choice and drag and drop questions will be there, and drop down select, that will be drop down and you have to select the questions. And you will have a case study questions. Okay, true or false question will be there. This is a hotspot question and case study question. Fine. So the case study question may be between 7 to 10. Definitely you will have at least 7 questions, 7 case study question or 10 case study questions. And you will be having these as one section. You have 2 sections. One is a general question and another section is a case study question. So you may get case study as the first slot, as the first section, and other general question as the last section. Or you may start with the general questions and then case study. It also depends on when you're writing the exam, how it is allocated to you and all these things. And you can mark the questions for rater. Like if you are selecting, if you are doing these questions, if you are not 100% okay with, like first question, you can make it mark for later and go to the next question. Okay. So be very cautious about the timing. You need a lot of preparation. So prepare well. You should understand the question. The questions will be twisted. Okay. There won't be any direct question. Okay. Like what is Power Query Editor? They will not tell anything like that. It will be a direct twisted question. Answers will be in the question itself. We have to we have to read the question properly. In the question itself, we can find the answers. Okay. But be very careful when reading the question. Okay. So questions will be little, it won't be very tough, it won't be very easy because it's an intermediate exam, right? It will be like that. So you have to be very careful about it. So practice, I'll tell practice, practice, practice. Don't completely rely on dumps. I could see that many people are relying on the dumps. Okay. I think I wrote this exam before 6 years. That time there were no terms, but you will feel it good if you are not really depending on the terms, because you cannot expect 100% question from the same terms. Okay. And the second thing is the question will be changed often. For example, like one of my trainee, she was completely dependent on the terms. Exactly, she went there, but what happened there, they have changed the questions format. For example, if while seeing the dump, if it was like a drop down select, when during the exam it has changed to a case study question with a different kind of format. So don't completely rely on the dumps. You be very confident about yourself. If you are confident about writing the exam, yes, you can clear the exam. Okay. You can use the dumps or mock exams just for your understanding, just to see whether you can understand the question. Don't completely depend on that. And you have the practice questions provided by by Microsoft itself. I think we have certiport. I hope I'm not wrong. Like Rajendra, you can just confirm whether it's a certiport, right? Certiport exams are there
Yeah,
where
certain
they,
port is that. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
certiport exams are there where they'll be giving you the not the exact similar questions, but sample questions, like how you will face the exams. Okay. So okay, you can also try this, take a practice assessment from here. This is one way. You can find a certiport link here. Once you go into the certiport Power BI. So you can just go ahead and look for certiport. Here they'll be providing the Power BI sample exams. So you can just try to find out from there and do the again, it's completely depend on you. I'm not forcing you to do the certiport. What I'm trying to say is, don't 100% rely on dumps or anything. Just complete this learning path clearly, understand each and every concepts here, do all the exercises. Okay. And then try to go for exam. Don't worry about giving the exam for the first time, because sometimes we will face, we will fear to even enter to the exam, even to start with the exam. Don't do that. Okay. And these are the things. So first thing, which already, like Rajendra has already posted, I guess he has posted all these Microsoft Learn. First thing, ensure that you have completed these things. Okay. And the second one is study guide. This will help you to understand where you are. If you have missed any of the topics, you can go and learn that. And the third one is, I think Rajendra and Amit Chandak, they all have their YouTube channel as well, where they'll be posting all these, Power BI related questions, Power BI related stuff. So even I have posted a complete PL 300 related, all these topics which I have covered. I have explained how to do this, like each and every exercises and all the topics I have explained here. You can also, if you wanted to refer it, you can also refer it here. Okay, so you can find the playlist here, or you can also see again, all these things are the references, just the references for you. Okay. So you can go through all these things from here. So these are the reference materials which you should know, which you can just go through and check how these, exercises, go through each and every exercise. I could say exercises are very important. Do the exercise and understand what is happening there, because if you click on any exercise, if you click on the model data with Power BI, if you select any exercise, you can see the complete instructions over there. Okay, configure semantic model. So before launching the virtual mission, how you should prepare is first you should click on open the instruction. Okay, click on open the instruction and read the complete step. See this particular configuring the semantic model, it has this much steps to do. It has these much steps. You have to try this. Okay, get started, create a model, create additional relationship, configure a product table, configure a region table. All these things are given here. How to configure this these things are really required for you. Okay, so you before starting with the exercise, what I would recommend is, okay, you can I'll answer the questions. I'm just coming to the chat window. Just give me 5 minutes, I'll complete this. Okay, so here it will tell you what they are what you will be doing in this exercise. Go through the exercises clearly and read everything and understand what it is happening. Then start with the virtual mission, because the virtual mission has its own timing, 45 minutes. If it is mentioned what is the total number of hours or minutes you can use this is only 45 minutes, which means you cannot access this more than 45 minutes. So what I would recommend is first go to the exercise, complete exercise instruction and read it completely so that you will understand what is happening there, and then you can launch the VM mission. Okay, this is a sample exercise I'm giving. Don't worry about seeing the big exercise list because it's very easy. It's very simple clicks. They have explained it. Okay, that's all. Now, yes. So you have the sandbox environment. You can explore it. That is what the visual mission. You have exam readiness zone. You can follow DAG. So they are all almost. I'm seeing they are giving this PL 300 study every year, maybe every 6 months. I'm not sure. So every year you can find that. So follow the user groups, follow the community. You will be learning a lot of things from that. Okay. So I'm just coming back to the questions here. There are a lot of questions I could see. 1 minute. Okay. I hope my screen is visible, right? I'm sharing my screen. Okay, just now I'm seeing. Okay, which government ID we should take to the exam center? So for the exam center, you can see there are few government IDs. Okay, Pearson. Okay, they have a list of ID, exam ID, Microsoft exam ID. Okay, your valid is definitely there only PAN card. Why? Because in the PAN card they cannot verify you from which like few data are not directly available in the PAN card. So it is mandatory that if you have a driving license, that is fine. Okay, driving license is acceptable. Passport, Aadhaar card. If you are if you are from India, Aadhaar card will help you. Okay, and election card, that also helps you. Like you should have a detailed list of things. Okay, so detailed let me just check online, find a test center, view exams, text accommodation. So I can find it from here. Of course, you will also get it when you register for the exam. You will get what are the valid list of IDs. Okay. Documentation. 1 minute. I will fetch it from here. Just to give me a second. And they will change the requirements often. So you should be very careful about the requirements as well. Okay. So once you register for the exam, you will receive an email. I'm trying to open the email for the previous exam, which I have received it. Just give me a second. Okay. I'm sharing the screen again. So you can see here, this is the exam, okay, which I have recent. Once you register for the exam, you will be getting this email. Okay. So what is this email is all about? You can see this is what you have registered. You can reschedule the exam 24 hours prior to the time. Okay. For example, I have registered for tomorrow at 12 p.m. Then today before 12 p.m., I can reschedule the exam if anything emergency. So if you want to reschedule, you have to click on this particular link and reschedule it. Okay. And this is your acceptable form of ID. What are the acceptable IDs? As you can find it from here, they have given minimum requirement proof of ID. Okay, they have the proof of ID. If you want, I can share it in the LinkedIn, because here again I couldn't access the chat. Yes, chat is not available. Okay, so these are the acceptable ID form proof of ID. You can check it from here. And please ready with this. And also, as I told, ensure that the name in your ID card matches your Microsoft Learn name you have mentioned. Okay, that too is important. And then what else? This one and testing space. But give me a second, I'll complete this. Okay, testing space. You have to check your testing space. They'll be checking your internet. They'll be checking your checking. You have to check your spaces available. What are the various other things? Your system should not have additional software installed in it. Everything they will check. This you will be receiving it. Okay, this you will receive it. Go through the entire email what you have received it and try to do this. Okay, yes, Bhavani, please go ahead. If you wanted to unmute and talk, please unmute. If you want me to give you the access, just let me know. I'll give you the access. I think you can unmute it
Pawan,
now.
you can unmute it. You can unmute and you can speak. Yeah.
Yeah, got it, sir. Thank you. Hi, Gomathi. So
Hi,
in
how
the
are you?
beginning, I'm good, thank you.
Tell me.
So in the
Yeah.
beginning, we discussed like each of the environment having questions in the exam, right? So all the
Yeah.
environments like modeling part and the Power Query editor part and the visualization part. So all of these environments having the equal percentage of questions, or modeling part
Yes.
having 60% of questions, something like
Yes.
that.
Yes. You have equal percentage of that is what I've shown here. So the three modules have the equal percentage. Okay. So modeling, these things you can see. Prepare the data, model the data, and visualize. 25 to 30 percentage. It depends. Okay.
Okay.
So out like it, as I told, even the question, how many questions you will get, we are not sure about it. Okay. So if you are
Okay.
getting, for example, if you are getting 50 questions, then definitely they'll be giving the importance at least 10 questions from prepare the data, 10 questions from model, 20 questions that it may be 20 questions from visualize the data. Okay.
Okay.
So it depends based on the weightage of the question, based on the how many questions you are getting it, it depends.
Okay.
And
And
this
one
is
last
the,
thing.
yes,
Oh,
please, please.
sorry. Please go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and this is this split of how much they are giving the weightage for each modules.
Mm-hmm.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. And about the case studies, you said, I don't know if it is about the case studies or I miss a little bit part. So you said in some questions, so there will be the answer hidden in the question itself. So we have to carefully observe the question. Is that the case? Is that about the case study you said?
It's both in the case study. I am telling in general. Okay, answer in the sense
Mm-hmm.
not direct answer, but you can easily understand and find the answer from the question itself. But there will be a
Mm.
little tricky word will be there. A small one tricky word we should not get diverted with that. Okay, that is what I
Yeah.
usually found from almost all my 15 exams. I found that okay, there are something which they are tricking us, and we will get confused. And out of four options in the answer key, you will find three options are correct. Okay. From how you
Mm-hmm.
can find the best one is based on the question. We have to read the question properly.
Yeah. I've been going through the questions in
Mhm.
the dump. So some questions are really, really confusing. Like
Yeah.
everything, every answer is seems to be like, oh, this is correct, and the next one is also correct. So it is
Mm.
really confusing some answer. And you mentioned like you wrote exam for 15 years. So you've been writing the exam every year.
Uh, not every year, at least every 6 months. We'll be writing a different exams, right? So because
But
being an M, yes.
sorry, but you said its validity is for 1 year,
No,
right?
no, no,
Why
no, no.
are
I
there
told
15?
about multiple exams. Its validity is 1 year. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
renewing Power BI for every year, but I'm talking about the multiple exams. Okay, because
Okay,
being
got
a
it.
MCT, I have to, if I wanted to take AI for someone, I have to clear the exam first. Then only I can take I can deliver the training. So
Oh,
almost in all the exams, I could see, like, even if it is agentic AI, if it is machine learning, I could see that the answers and questions, there will be some link we can easily, if we read the question properly, we can understand what is the answer.
okay. But you said it's only for 1 hour, 40 minutes, right? What if we not able
Yes.
to answer all the 60 or 42, whatever question?
No, for that you have to
Because
practice.
this is my first time I'm about to attempt the exam, so I have so many questions.
Mhm.
Please don't mind me asking.
No, 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 no worries at all. That's why I told, even if you want, you can ask the question, or else if you want, if you have additional question after the session, you can just connect with me through LinkedIn. I'll be happy to help you. Like, it's not like don't ask
Sure.
question, ask questions. How much you have, you ask the question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah. Thank you very much, Komati.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
Thank you,
someone has
sir.
raised. Ishwar, can you please try to
Uh,
unmute?
yes. Thanks, Gautami, for this session. First of all, I have one question. Do we have any negative marking here
No
for
negative
giving in?
marks.
No negative.
No negative marks.
Okay. And any break between this module in the exams?
No, 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 no break. You cannot go out of the. See, 1 hour, 40 minutes. You should be in front of your laptop. Okay. You cannot just, even as I told, I have wrote the exam even in early morning, 3 o'clock, 2:30 and all. I was about to sleep. So immediately your proctor will wake you up. Hey, don't sleep, get up, write the exam. So they will be watching you completely. You cannot even turn around, looking somewhere for a minute. Sometimes they will stop your exam. They will stop your exam and say you are not eligible for the exam. I'm not telling for you, I'm generally telling. So that 1 hour 40 minutes, you cannot use your mobile phone nearby. Keep your mobile phone out of your reach. You cannot use any additional electronic devices around you. So please be very careful about it. Okay. And if you are worried about the 1 hour 40 minutes, okay, this is what I was just searching for. There is a option in Pearson view that telling that English is not your primary language, is a second language for you. Okay, what is the purpose? They will give you extra 30 minutes for you. For example, regularly it's 1 hour 40 minutes, then you can avail for 2 hours. Extra 30 minutes will be provided. But for that, you have to submit this form. There is a one form telling that English is not my primary language, Hindi is my primary language, whereas English is the secondary language for me. So you can get additional time from them. So this is what extra time you can get it. But for that, you have to submit a form. In that form, they'll be asking you, this is the form. Okay, I'll also share this link. Okay, Rajendra, can you please share this? There will be a form here. You have to download the form and some complete it and send it to the person mentioned here. Okay, there will be a link. There will be a email ID where you have to send it. Yeah, this is the one, Microsoft Exam Accommodation Support Team. For this, you have to register for the exam first. Okay, they will ask you for the student ID and your exam registration ID. So you have to submit all these things and tell that English. So see, don't be shy to tell that English is my second language. This will give you additional 30 minutes. Okay, if your mother tongue is Hindi or Telugu or Malayalam or Tamil, you can avail for this exemption, asking for 30 minutes extra time.
Okay. Before applying, we have to submit these forms
No, no,
or
no.
after?
you have to schedule your exam. Okay. Don't schedule the exam for tomorrow. I am telling you, if you are planning to write the exam in July 31st, schedule the exam today itself. Go and schedule it. On 31st, you need the exam. Then only you will get the proper timing and proper date. Okay. While scheduling, you can choose what date you want the exam. Once you schedule it, you will get the exam ID. 1 minute, I'll show you that. Yes. I'm sharing my screen. So once you register for the exam, you will get this candidate ID and the registration ID. You have to add this. Okay, you have to add this in the form. So once you register, at least schedule your exam before 15 or 30 days. 30 days before you schedule it. If you want, you can reschedule it before 24 hours. So don't worry about it. Just schedule the exam and submit this form to them, mentioning all these things, and you are planning to write the exam. They will give you 30 minutes extra for you. And then if you want to do change the reschedule the exam or something, you can do it later.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. I'll check the chat if any questions are there. If I missed any questions, you just let me know, okay? What's the sandbox about? So sandbox is like how you will be seeing your exam. Sandbox environment. They'll give you a virtual environment where we will be giving it. You will be accessing. Bhavani, I couldn't access the chat. I hope Rajendra has already shared the certiport link with you. Okay, PAN card not accepted. I do not have driving license and passport. That's why I just wanted to confirm whether the PAN card. Sricharan, I hope you may have your Aadhaar card. You can also provide Aadhaar card. Okay, PAN card is not accepted. So please. I passed DP 700. It's showing 1 year validity. After that, we need to attend again the exam. S. Chandrasekhar, you have to write the exam. So 1 minute, I will launch my Microsoft Learn and show you that. You will receive an email from Microsoft telling that your exam is going to expire. Okay, you will receive an email. I'll try to open my Microsoft Learn. Just give me a second. And I'm also finding email from Microsoft. Yes, thing. I'll share my screen. It's in a different account. Ishwar and Data, 1 minute, I'll just come back. Okay, so I think my entire screen is shared. The first thing, you will be receiving this email. Okay, renew your Microsoft certified exam. You will be getting this email. Sometimes that may be in a spam or junk. So first time you have to make it a normal email. So just watch out your email ID. Okay, this email, you will be receiving it before 6 months from the date of renewal. Okay, at least 90 days before renewal. So you have to click your certification and that will be inside your Microsoft Learn profile. Okay, once you go I have already renewed all my certifications, so I cannot show you exactly that. But when you go to the credentials, you can find the certifications there. And once if you select view all, you can see all the certifications whichever you have done. And there it will show you renew. So on the right side, yeah, like here you will get, it's showing active, right? Instead of active, it will show you renew. Okay, something like a red color thing will come. So you have to click that. It will take you to the renewal exam space. Okay, it's not a proctored one. If you are renewing it before the expiry date, it's not a proctored one. There will be around 30 questions or 35 questions, which is completely a multiple choice question. You can attempt it for multiple times. Okay, but not on the same day. Every 24 hours, you can attempt it. I hope you got the answer, Chandra, and how AI will influence Power BI. It's already there. Copilot is there already in Power BI, and there you can use all the creating the reports, etc. Everything. Okay, Karthik. And I think someone has raised the hands, Datta and Ishwar. If you still have question, you can ask me
Yes.
or yes.
Yes, Gomathi. Thank you for the information. I have two
Thank-
questions. Like, can you reschedule the exam once? Like, suppose I schedule and I feel like I'm not prepared. So, can we reschedule it? And
You can reschedule. You can. It's not rescheduling. You have to again schedule the exam right from the beginning. And I think if you failed for one time, okay, don't think about failing. You will clear. Definitely pass it. I'm just telling. If a person A is writing the exam and he failed the exam, then immediately after 24 hours he can write the exam first time. Again, if the person he failed the exam, then after 7 days he can write the exam, which means that they are giving you some time to learn, practice again and come back. If again after 7 days he had failed the exam, then again 15 days of time will be another 15 days time. After 15 days he can write the exam. So it's like that. In after 15 days, if the person A failed, then again 30 days. And again another fail, then it is like 6 months after that. Like there is a time period for that, and this time period can be updated by Microsoft. So I recommend you to go through the Microsoft updates for exam retake.
okay, thank you.
Bhavani, you no need to take pay for every single time. The first time you have to pay, and for renewal you no need to pay for the exam.
Oh,
Renewal is free. Okay. Datta, you have a question. I guess you have raised the question hand. Yes, please. Rajendra, sorry for taking too much of time.
No
I'll
problem.
just flash
Yeah,
out and I'll end the session.
No problem.
Yes,
yeah,
Datta,
I have
please.
just question related to renew. Suppose I passed first time, then I tried renew, then I failed into renew. Then can we do in free of cost like renew again? Is there like
Okay, renewal exam, you have passed the exam and within 1 year you have to renew. For example, your renewal date, today you have passed the exam, 19th of July. Then next year, 18th of July will be your renewal date, last renewal date. Before renewal, 18th of July, you can try multiple times. That is not an issue. See, retake is different, renewal is different. Multiple times you can, for
uh,
every 24 hours, you can retry. If you couldn't
uh,
complete it before 18th of July 2027, if it is 19th of July, you have to write the exam. You have to pay for the exam, go for a proctored exam, write it. You cannot renew it again. Okay. Okay. Then thank you so much. I hope you all found something useful in this session. You can connect with me through LinkedIn. If you have further more questions, please connect through LinkedIn. I'll be happy to assist you. Don't worry in asking questions, because as the trainers and as a community leaders, we have to address all the questions and every doubt you're getting it. Happy day and happy week, upcoming week. Thank you so much. Thanks, Rajendra, for giving this
Thank you
wonderful
so much,
opportunity.
Gomathi, for your time.
Take
Thank
care.
you so much. Have a good day to you. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Guys, I posted Gomathi's LinkedIn as well as the YouTube channel. So please check and connect if you have still any doubts related to it. Thank you so much, Gomathi, for your
Thank you.
presence. Thank you. Bye. Have a good day.